Hey, what's up, you guys? Johnny Beane here, talking guitars. It is Friday. What day is it? I don't even know what day it is. Tuesday. I almost said Friday. Well, maybe it's Friday for some people, you know. All right, we are live, you guys, and like the title says, we're gonna talk some guitars. Got some music news. Pretty cool stuff. So let's do a show. Oh, quick reminder, you guys, join us Friday. Join us this Friday for another episode of exclusively Van Halen, the YouTube show and podcast, where we talk about the Kramer few knew about. This was a guitar that Edward owned, played at 5150. So look for part 2 of a 3-part series. We did one last Friday. We're doing one this Friday. And then I think we're doing one shortly after that as well. So, you guys. And hey, well, let's start the show. Let's do that. I think we should. That's probably a good idea. Let's start it. Let's start a show right now on what channel is this? Rick Beato.
I'm Rick Beato. You're watching Johnny Beane TV.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Rick Beato. That was a nice intro. What's up, you guys? Johnny Beane here. This is Talking Guitars. It is Tuesday. Is it June? June 24th, 2025, as you guys can see. Santa Cruz, California is where we are. Where are you guys watching from? Let me know in the chat. Let me know down on playback. As you guys know, comments on playback really help us out. So if you really want to help us out, drop a comment down below if you're watching this on replay. Just let us know where you're watching from. What kind of guitar do you have? What'd you have for lunch? Let us know down below in the comment section of this video. Okay, that'd be pretty awesome. But hey, let's make this a real show, and let's say hello to the top tier of channel members here on the Johnny Beane YouTube channel. Channel membership, it's a great way to help support the channel and support these shows. You get lots of cool stuff. You get your name in green in the chat. You get exclusive emojis. And if you're a top tier channel member, you get your name read at the top of every talk show, such as this. Currently, the top tier members are Michael B, Music Therapy Laz, Majestic PB and JCat, Flipper Carlin, CC, Bay Area Rich, Sherman Callahan, Nova 9, R Habs, and Janice Lala, the intern. You guys all know that I have an intern, and it is Janice. So Janice, thank you so much. Yes. Let's say hello to some people here. Actually, we're using the new feature here where we see all the comments on the screen. So I don't even need to highlight the comments. I mean, I guess I could. It kind of helps, though. You know. Janice is here. Good to see you. We got Lewis. Good to see you, man. We got Scott, channel member. We got Max. We got Justin. Hey, what's up, dude? Good to see you, dude. Justin was on my show here, like a month ago or something? Something like that. That was awesome, dude. Dude, I saw you guys saw Buddy Guy, right? You went and saw Buddy Guy. Actually, Bay Area Rich and I, we're going to go see Buddy Guy pretty soon. Actually, we were hanging out yesterday. And yeah, so very, very cool. There you are, Bay Area Rich. Hello, what's up, dude? Again, thank you again for everything. Got some guitar picks we will look at, thanks to Bay Area Rich. They're called is it ATTAK PIK? by Acoustic Attack. Looks like that's what that says. We'll be checking these out. Do you have to play an acoustic guitar with these? Because if you do, I got the acoustic out. If you got to do it, I got the acoustic out. So we'll try one of those out in a little bit. There we go. Don't fall over. Ah, whoops. Max, what's up? Bought a fancy tiny Skolnick Cake Pocket Master. What is that, man? That's a pedal, right? Skolnick Cake. I did a video probably a couple years ago with Skolnick Cake. They sent me some pedals. Right? Is that who that is? Let us know. Let's see. Ian's Guitar Shack. Talking about Bobby Sherman. Yeah, rest in peace, Bobby Sherman. I saw that you said that. Yeah. We'll talk more about that maybe tomorrow. We'll talk about that. There's a lot of news, you guys. Peggy is here. Janice, the intern, is over on X. Right on. Good to see you over there. As you guys know, we are live on YouTube. We're live on Twitch. And we're also live on X currently. Sometimes we go live on Facebook. But I think it's better just to upload those videos. Makes more sense now to do that. So that's what we do. But if you want to follow us everywhere. !S in the chat will give you all our social media links. Right there. That's what that should be. There we go. Thank you, Nightbot. By the way, Nightbot is me. So if you see somebody named Nightbot just spamming the chat with all kinds of links, you can trust those links. Okay? Nightbot is me. Nightbot is my bot. So you can trust all that. So you can go to johnnybeane.link and find all the social media links to follow and all that stuff. So, okay. Let's see. Keith H is here. Hello, me. Hi, me. Max is saying am I here? Okay, good. Make sure we're here because StreamYard has really been acting really weird lately. Okay, Max, the Skolnick Cake Pocket Master is a tiny all-in-one gizmo for guitar players. Got everything in it for only $54. Dude, we got to try one of those. Send me a link if you could, please. I have a phone number. There's a reason why there's a phone number on the screen here. 415-952-3263. Text me info to that, please, if you would. Would love to check that out. And like I said, Skolnick Cake, they had sent me some stuff a while ago. Maybe we can get one of those and check one of those out. That sounds very interesting. Justin is saying, yes, truly the most amazing show. 89 years old and walked through the entire audience all the way to the roof. Wow, that's awesome. Buddy Guy. Yeah, so we'll be seeing him pretty soon. Very good, man. What's up? Auto Cycle PC. Hey, what's up, dude? Awesome avatar, dude. Welcome, you guys. Where's everybody watching from tonight? Let us know. Live chat. Let's see what's been going on. Actually, I filmed a little video to show you guys. I'll show it in a little bit. We've got a few things. We've got some music news. Got some stuff I wanted to talk about. Just to I wanted to recap the past week, I guess, or whenever the last time I was live. I don't know. Well, last time I was live was last night. So since before then. Saturday. I played a gig Saturday. And it was pretty cool. Actually, I have a photo from the gig. Let me show you guys this. This is pretty wild. Check this out. If I can find it. Actually, I posted it to the community tab on YouTube here. So you guys probably saw that. But here's a photo from our gig. With the band, one of the bands that I play with, been playing with this band for like 20 years actually. She goes her social media handle is music by TC. But that's TC right there. Keyboard and vocal. That's Chuck back there on the drums. You guys have seen live videos of them on here. We've done all kinds of live shows. And there's me right there rocking out with the Dan Electro guitar. Now, I'll let you guys in on a little secret, okay? This is actually photoshopped. There was no I'm not in any photos from this gig, right? And this was a photo that I took. I took this photo, and then it's like TC sent me a message, and she's like, "Do you have any photos of us from the gig?" And I'm like, "Well, I have a photo from you. I have a photo of you guys. Let me see what I can do." And so what I did was I took this photo. This is actually when Bay Area Rich was showing me the Dan Electro guitar. This was actually, I'm actually like in a parking lot in San Jose, California. So, but I photoshopped myself into the photo, and it kind of works. Like if I didn't say anything, you guys wouldn't have noticed, right? So that's how good my photoshopping skills are getting. There we go. So I'm photoshopped into this photo, but looks real. So it's all good. See, the actual photo is this. That's the actual photo. Where it's just a headstock of my guitar. That's the actual photo right there. But like I said, through the magic of doing what I do, because this is what I do, I was able to get a photo together, and that's what we did right there. So, I think it's pretty awesome. Photoshopped into the photo. Yeah, I photoshopped myself into a photo of somewhere where I actually was. I actually really did play that gig. No joking. Right? Anyway, smash that thumbs up. Smash that subscribe, you guys. We here on what was I going to say? YouTube. Our next goal is 13,500. And we're getting close, you guys. Couple comments here, and then we got some music news to talk about. Keith H is saying, expect you didn't have a Dan Electro with you. No, I didn't. And that's not even what I wore. It was actually a little too warm for me to be wearing. I wasn't wearing this at that. But that photo of me playing that Dan Electro, that was, a couple months ago? I think. It was in a parking lot in San Jose. So, cool stuff. Let's see. Laz is here. Hey, what's up, dude? Music Therapy Laz, channel member. Good to see you, man. How's the birthday celebrations going? You're celebrating birthdays all for like 2 weeks. That's very cool. All right. Let's do some music news here, right? Let's see. I wanted to read this because I actually know this guy. So this is cool. Okay, let's share the screen. By the way, we'll do a giveaway tonight, and the giveaway will be one of these guitar picks, the ATTAK PIK. So we'll give one of these away. Rich was saying he was going to send me some more of them. And are they different gauges? Where's Ron tonight? Speaking of birthdays, he's at a birthday. So that's why he's not here. I think his daughter has having a birthday. So happy birthday to Ron's daughter. All right, so we got some different ones here. I think they're kind of similar, but kind of different. I was going to do a proper demo of these anyway, so we'll do that. I think ATTAK. That says ATTAK, right? ATTAK PIK. And it says acoustic. Yeah, it says buy acoustic ATTAK. So it seems like they're for acoustic guitars. Although I don't know. But it looks like these are a little different. So we'll try one out in a little bit. Janice, you have some of these? What are you guys talking about? Oh, the thumbs ups? Yeah, smash that thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up. That helps us out. Look at that. It has the grip and everything. Okay, let's do some music news here. Ready? Is this working? Let's see. Okay, it's trying. It's trying. Here we go. Guitar player. Here we go. Head on over to guitar player. Hopefully we'll get some of these ads out of here. Okay. It hit me hard, much like Eddie Van Halen's Eruption did years earlier. This whole new world opened up for me. Alex Skolnick on 5 jazz albums every rock and metal guitarist needs to hear. Now, you guys know Alex is a longtime friend. And this guy right here.
Hi, this is Alex Skolnick, and you're watching Johnny Beane TV.
Thank you so much, Alex. He was on the show a few years ago. We'll have to have him back on. Okay. This is written up by Joe Basso. The metal guitarist found rebirth and rejuvenation when he overheard a John Coltrane album being remastered in a nearby studio. There's Alex right there, playing his ESP. I think that's his own signature guitar, actually. I think that's his model. That's cool. All right, we'll do some reading here. Back in the early 1980s, Alex Skolnick was pretty much like any other teenager. He loved electric guitar players like Eddie Van Halen, Randy Rhoads, and George Lynch. I was caught up in the whole screaming lead guitar thing, he says. I was part of the Eddie Van Halen generation, but I also liked Michael Schenker and Uli Roth and Gary Moore. Rock and metal guitar was really exciting at that time. It wasn't long, let's see, right? Yeah, it wasn't long before Skolnick himself was a hot guitarist, a prodigy even. Before he could drive, he joined the Bay Area thrash metal band Legacy, which soon changed their name to Testament. And at age 18, he cut his first album with the group, The Legacy, which caused the guitar community to quickly anoint him as one of the most promising young players on the scene. Very cool. At the same time, Skolnick started to feel as if something were missing. The screaming guitar playing that I had been excited about was becoming oversaturated, overdone. The market was flooded with people doing the same thing. You were almost required to play an Eddie Van Halen-inspired solo, even if that wasn't your specialty. Things were feeling a little stock. Skolnick found rebirth and rejuvenation when he was least expecting it. He was recording Testament's third album, Practice What You Preach, at Fantasy Studios in Berkeley, California. I knew Fantasy. I used to have a workspace right around the corner from Fantasy some years ago. There was actually this really good Mexican restaurant across the street from Fantasy, and I used to go over there. Let's see, where are we? Okay, when one day he heard what he thought was a band playing in another studio room. The music was so loud, I had to check it out, he recalls. Turns out it wasn't a band. It was an engineer remastering what turned out to be John Coltrane's Live at Birdland. I had heard of Coltrane, but this was my first time actually listening to the music. It hit me hard, much like the way Eruption did years earlier. I knew I had to investigate his music. Let's see. Which he did, at first as a casual tourist, then as a dedicated convert. There were so many great guitarists I got caught up on. Mike Stern, John Scofield, Robin Ford, all the Miles Davis, plus bass guitar players like Marcus Miller and Darryl Jones, he says. This whole new world opened up for me. There's Skolnick right there. Yeah, I think that's his. I think that's his LTD signature model. All right. Let's see. Today, Skolnick is no longer a tourist. He earned a degree in jazz from the new. I think it says from the New School. Oh, in New York City, and since 2002, he's led his own outfit, the Alf Skolnick Trio. I'll tell you guys a quick story. You know, I tell you guys all the time, I used to live with this songwriter, producer named Desmond Child. When I got when I moved to Florida, this was back in 1998, Skolnick and I had been friends for quite some time because he was teaching guitar lessons in the back room of this guitar shop that I worked at. So I knew Skolnick for several years. And then I remember telling him, oh, I'm moving to Florida. I'm going to work with Desmond, you know. And then it was around the same time Skolnick had moved to New York. I moved to Florida from El Cerrito, well, East Bay, California. Let's just say Berkeley. Okay, Skolnick lived in Berkeley. Let's just say I lived in Berkeley. I mean, I lived in a town 2 towns over, but pretty much the same area. So when I moved to Florida to work with Desmond, Skolnick moves to New York around the same time. And I remember when I was in Florida, I used to call Skolnick and we used to talk on the phone. And I remember he was saying that he went back to school. He's taking all these jazz music classes and stuff. And so what happens is he ends up forming this band with, I think, some other, I think these other guys that are in his band, the bass player and the drummer, I think they were in one of his classes, something like that. Maybe it says in this article. But so let's see, that was in 98. So in 2002, Skolnick and his trio, by then I'm back in San Francisco. Skolnick is on tour with his trio. They play this club in San Francisco. I can't think of what the club is called. I don't know if it's even there anymore, but Skolnick ends up playing this gig, and I bootlegged the gig with this little, I had this little portable mini disc recorder at the time. I used to use those all the time for gigs and for recording, stuff. Anyway, so I bootleg his show, just the audio of it. And then afterwards, I send him a CD of the audio of his show, okay? And then he tells me some years later that he used my audio that I had bootlegged of his show to book their gigs. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. Justin is saying, Alex is such a solid guy. My dad and I bumped into him before a Satriani concert in New York. Right on, man. Yeah, Satriani used to teach lessons out here. It's funny, man. I think it was the late 70s, early 80s. Satriani taught. It was on Martin Luther King and was it Rose? The corner of right across from there's this restaurant in Berkeley called Fat Apples. Anyway, there was this little music store. Satriani taught there, and again, I think this was in the late 70s, early 80s, somewhere. And then in the early 90s, Skolnick is teaching literally just 2 blocks away at this other shop. I was fixing guitars in that shop, got to know Skolnick and everything. Hey, Michael B., what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Channel member. Thank you for all your support, dude. So, anyway, I bootleg his band, send him a CD. He tells me that they use the audio of the show that I recorded to book, I guess, shows at this time. And again, this was just a little over 20 years ago now. So it was a while ago. Pretty crazy stuff. Let's see. Where were we? Since 2002. Yeah, so it was 2002 when I bootlegged his band. He led his own outfit, Skolnick Trio. On their first few albums, the band specialized in artful jazz improv. They did covers. They did jazz covers of rock classics. I remember that. I think they did like a Scorpions tune. They did a Ozzy Osbourne tune. But 2018's Conundrum saw the emphasis on all original jazz material played acoustically. Very cool. Yo, what's up? T's Guitars. Hey, good to see you, man. Right on, dude. Hey, I played a T's guitar at this gig on Saturday. I played this one. Right there, man. Awesome. Love it. Love it, dude. Great job, man. Great to see you, man. And yeah, you got to jump on the show, man. Let's figure that out. Let's do a show soon. I know we were messaging. We'll have to do it. I'll send you after we're done here. I'll message you, okay? There we go. There's Bay Area Rich. Let's see. The trio's new album, Prove You're Not a Robot, comes out in September and features all original material. Hey, that's cool, man. And although he left Testament in 1993, see, when Skolnick was teaching guitar lessons in the back room at the store that I worked at, that was after he left Testament. This was in 94, 95, 96, 97 when Skolnick was there. And then it was actually it may have been late 97, early 98 when he moved to New York, and then I moved to Florida to work with Desmond Child, and it would have been January 98. Is when that would have been. So it was a while ago. Let's see. And although he left Testament in 93, Skolnick rejoined the fold in 2005 and has remained with the Thrash Kings ever since. That's true. I think I found my niche, he says. I love playing jazz and jazz rock, but I still enjoy heavy metal. Lately, I've been playing more acoustic. Somehow it all works. I'm comfortable being an all-around musician. That's awesome. That's how it should be. Hang on one second. I gotta have a raspberry dragon fruit 365 sparkling water. No sugar. No nothing. Oh my gosh. Okay. Asked to name and discuss his selections for jazz albums that might appeal to rock and metal fans, Skolnick explained that he didn't want to go for the obvious. It would be easy to pick fusion or crossover records that are categorized as jazz, he said. Instead, I'd rather pick albums that even straight-ahead purists would agree on in terms of jazz cred. But there's also an undeniable special quality in terms of the intensity, instrumentation, melody, and directness, along with some other element that separates them from mellow jazz that might be heard at a cocktail party. He laughs. This isn't Vince Guaraldi. Okay, let's see. I think we'll just... That's a lot. There's a lot to read here. I think we'll just kind of scroll through some of this. Joe Henderson, Inner Urge, 1966. Okay, so these are albums. These are albums that Skolnick is talking about. Like I said, we'll just kind of scroll through some of these. Charlie Mingus from 1959. Very cool. George Benson, 1966. Yeah, it's a long article because my laptop is starting to freeze. I'll give you guys the link to this article. So if you guys want to go over there, Skolnick actually posted, because we're friends on Facebook, and he posted this on his Facebook. Larry Young from 1966. So I'll give you guys a link to this. Chick Corea, 1968. So, I mean, this is stuff you wouldn't expect some heavy metal player to be listening to, but this is what Skolnick listens to. Was that it? I think that was it. I think that's it. Are we there? Are we frozen? Stop sharing. There we go. Yeah, the laptop is the fan kicked in. I can hear it. There we go. Okay, we're good. See, Laz says minus is awesome. Minus. Mingus. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Peggy. Oh, you mean we're still here? Okay, good. Very cool. So, there you go. Some albums that Alex Skolnick suggests, listens to. Here, actually, let me give you guys the link to that right now, just so you guys have that. It's this one right here. Yeah, the article was 5 jazz albums every rock player needs to hear. There's the link. So check that out. See what you guys think. Very cool. Very cool, dudes. Right on. Okay. Man, I don't know if I can share the screen because the laptop is... Can you guys hear that? Hey, Michael, what's up, dude? I'll take the power cable out. Can you guys hear this? See, when that happens, I know the laptop isn't happy. Hear that? Yeah, it's heating up, too. There I am, right there. Dang. Whew. I don't know if we can read another story. It's getting hot, I know. Well, I wanted to read the story. Can we find it? Just real quickly. Like I said, we'll talk more about this stuff tomorrow. Let's go back to Guitar Player. I want to talk about Mick Ralphs. There's a story here from Guitar Player on the influence of Leslie West and the glorious guitars that rocked Mott. It's Mott the Hoople, right? And Bad Company. Oh yeah, let's click on that. Well, we might have to read these tomorrow. Well, let's click on this one. I won't share this. Well, I should share the screen because I want to show this. Russell says, oddly enough, Bad Company is quite good. A lot of people like Bad Company. Okay, so we'll briefly look over this article here, but I think we'll read this tomorrow. We'll see what we can do here. Back over to Guitar Player. Yeah, I see that. Mick Ralphs, founding guitarist with Mott the Hoople and Bad Company, has died at age 81. Ian Hunter tells how Ralph's stolen guitar inspired one of Mott's biggest all-time hits, all the way from Memphis. Ralphs died on June 23rd from complications of a stroke he suffered in 2016, just days after he gave his final performance with Bad Company. That's him right there. Mick Ralphs, founding guitarist with Mott the Hoople and Bad Company, died at June 23rd, so it was yesterday, from complications of a stroke he suffered in 2016. His death comes just months before Bad Company is to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in November. In 2024, Ian Hunter, Ralph's former Mott the Hoople bandmate, shared with us how Ralph's stolen guitar set in motion the group's 1973 hit All the Way to Memphis. We present the story below in memory of Ralphs. Can you guys hear the laptop just like heating up? For Ian Hunter, the tale of a misled guitar has been the bones to Mott the Hoople's 1973 classic All the Way from Memphis. But now, 50 years later, he wants to set the record straight about the forgotten six-string razor that sets the tale in motion. You can hear that, Janice? Yeah, what's going to happen is it's just going to freeze. We'll read some of this. We'll read as much as we can, but like I said, I think we'll come back to the story tomorrow. That was really a bit of poetic license, Hunter admits. Mick Ralph's guitar was actually stolen at a gig in Long Island a little earlier on our American tour in late '72, not left behind. Did I miss a part? No. Ralphs also had a fear of flying. And Hunter worried he might skip the Memphis gig after his guitar got lifted. Meaning stolen. All he had to do was go back to England, and it would have been all over, Hunter says, which I figured he would do. But in the end, he did the gig. Memphis Magic. Its U.S. roots aside, all the way from Memphis, was birthed in Hunter's home in Wembley, London in 1973. Max, are you posting in the Discord? I'm getting the notifications. I had just gotten married, and we had this old upright piano with all the white notes gone, he recalls. So I started playing around with the black notes, and that's how the music came together. But the lyrics took weeks. It was while musing over the dramas of the 1972 tour that Hunter suddenly happened upon the song's subject matter. I remembered we had done that gig in Memphis just before that Christmas, where Joe Walsh was opening for us, he explains. A lot of weird things happened. We were told nobody was going to be at the gig, but we hit the stage to a full house. It was kind of a magic night, so the lyric was based around that. The rollicking piano and sax interplay, as well as Ralph's lead guitar, reinforced the lyrics' merrily we go to hell attitude as perfectly encapsulated in the line, you look like a star, but you're still on the dole. Hunter agrees people don't realize the investment that goes into it all, which the artist has got to pay off. All this stuff costs money, and the labels have to recoup it. But why? Oh, wait, that's why. It's weird. It's different here than it is here. That's strange. That's why back then when you see an artist with a top 5 single and a platinum album, but they're broke. Go see my Discord channel. Okay, I saw you posting stuff, because anything in my Discord I get alerts for. Oh my gosh. What is that? You just made this? What? Wait, is he actually behind me? That's pretty good. I like that. You know, a friend of mine actually ran into him, like, recently. It's true. Cool. Thank you so much for that, man. Okay, we read that. Who is that guy? Okay, so there's the video on YouTube. Okay, we'll read a little more of this, and then I'll save the rest of this for tomorrow. Okay, because my laptop is not cooperating. It's struggling. Mainly a Les Paul man. When it came time to record the song, the group entered Abbey Road Studios to lay it down for their next album, Mott. Ralph's recorded his blistering lead lines using his standard guitar and amp setup of a Les Paul Jr. into a Marshall amp. That sounds pretty good to me. Lewis, what's going on, man? Mick was mainly a Les Paul man, Hunter recalls. We had a great engineer in Bill Price who improved everything we did. That helped a lot to make everything sound great. Well, hey, that's what a great engineer does, is they make you sound awesome. Columbia rules the airwaves. Mott already had a strong following in the UK, where All the Way from Memphis climbed to number 10 on the charts. In the U.S., the group's record label prioritized it to album-oriented FM radio stations rather than top 40 AM stations, and the song failed to chart. Columbia Records really didn't know how to market us, Hunter says. They thought we were an FM band, so they weren't pushing any AM singles. We said, well, it doesn't seem to be doing the Rolling Stones any harm, as they're getting pushed on both AM and FM. But for some reason, they just pushed us to FM, and it never got airplay. Okay, that's the cover of their single, Mott the Hoople, all the way from Memphis. Let's see. Lewis is saying Les Paul Jr.'s are great guitars. Yeah. I agree. Yo, what's up? You have to go to sleep. It's getting late in Europe. You're in Europe? See you later, man. Dude, and thank you again for the... Where did we get that? Max. You did this, right? Thank you again for the photo. Thank you, man. That's awesome. Okay, there is there too. Cool. There we go. Thank you, dude. Max. Smash that thumbs up. Regardless, Mott the album hit an impressive number 35 on the Billboard 200 chart and helped all the way from Memphis reach a wider audience. What were they smoking when they got that name, Mott the Hoople? I have no idea. I don't even know what that means. Where are we? Reached a wider audience than the band's previous efforts. The song remains a fan favorite and has been covered by the short-lived early 90s Michael Schenker Tracy Guns outfit Contraband. And even Brian May, who included it on his 1998 solo album, Another World. Hunter says. That's cool. I didn't know that. Brian was lovely to work with and a great guitar player and a great person, Hunter reveals. And he's a very serious kind of guy. When we did the Astoria in London one time and Brian was going to get up and play with us, but he's very picky about his guitar, especially his Red Special. You guys know that, the Red Special, the Brian May guitar. I think the only guitar we've ever seen him play. I was with him in the dressing room trying to explain something about the song. I said, here, wait a minute, and I took his guitar off him to show him what I was trying to explain. You should have just seen the look on his face. He was petrified. He was so scared. There's just something about guitars in that song. Oh my gosh. Is that it? Oh no, there's more. We'll keep going. Actually, we'll is that another photo? That's Paul Rogers reveals guitarist Mick Ralph's role in the origins of Bad Company. And the origins of the Bad Company name. Maybe we'll read that one tomorrow, I think. Yeah, my laptop is not happy. So we'll continue that tomorrow. If I can even shut these windows. I'm going to turn the laptop off so it doesn't. There we go. Shutting down. There we go. Ah, now all I can hear is the tinnitus in my head. Whew. Not kidding. I've got severe tinnitus, ringing in the ears. It's unbelievable. But I'm so used to it, it doesn't bother me. But right now, I would tell you guys there's like huge like lights just buzzing nonstop around me. It's crazy. All right. Let's see. Okay, so we read a couple stories there, and then there was something else. Oh, I've got a little video I wanted to show you guys. And then the guitar picks. Yeah. I told Ron I was going to do about an hour tonight, which is, we're almost there anyway. So I've got a little video I want to show you guys, and then we've got these guitar picks. Thank you again to Bay Area Rich. ATTAK PIK, acoustic ATTAK. We'll try one of these out. We'll give one of these away, which I don't know how we're going to do it because we just turned the laptop off. We'll figure this out. Okay. But here, check this out. Let me show you guys. I've got a little video for you. It's about 5 minutes. By the way, don't forget Friday, second installment of a 3-part series on exclusively Van Halen, the Van Halen Kramer few knew about. So tune in this Friday for another episode. And thank you again to Michael and Robert. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Okay. All right. Here's a quick video. I shot this, a little earlier for you guys. Check this out. And then we'll try one of these guitar picks, and then we'll do a giveaway. All right, so here, check this out.
Hey, what's up, you guys? I want to show you some of the gear I used for my gig at the Swedish festival on Saturday. It was pretty awesome. Of course, I did a video on this, and by the way, affiliate links will be down below in the description. I used the Locado PS0R1 rechargeable pedal power supply. This was great. Powered all my pedals, and it's a great device. So I used that, and then if you guys watched the show Saturday night, you guys saw I went through some different guitars that I was going to use. I did a Twitch stream on Saturday, so kind of went through some different things. There's some different guitars, different things right there. This is the amp that I used on Saturday. My Fender Hot Rod DeVille. This is a great amplifier. And of course, the guitar that I ended up using was this one right here. Was the Tease. Right there, the Tease Telly. With my, what do you call it? Squire guitar neck from the 80s. This is great. It's a great guitar. So I used that one. That was my main. And then as a backup, I took the Firefly. I think they call it the Ghost. It's a John 5 style guitar. I took that, but I ended up not even taking it out of the gig bag. Didn't even use it. So, and I just got Janice. I just got it says you love my comment. I just got a notification. Thank you so much, Janice, the intern, by the way. Let's see what else. My pedal board is kind of put away for now. But here's something that I noticed. I've got all these guitars that are missing high E strings. Like, I keep breaking strings and just putting the guitars away. There's one there. There's one there. Let's see. I think there's another one over here. So I need to change some strings. So I went out and I got a couple of packs of these earlier. I've been using 9s a lot. I used to use 10s. I mean, I've been saying this for years. You know, 9s, 10s. On Floyd Rose guitars, you know, locking tremolo, I would use 9s for years and years and years. And then anything, say, hardtail or fulcrum tremolo, you know, or Les Paul, you know, style, whatever, I would use 10s. And then lately, I've just been using 9s on everything. And so I'm used to it. It's like I'm using lighter strings, but I'm using heavier picks. Been using these a lot. The Dunlop, the 2.0s. These ones. Oh, by the way, Bay Area Rich gave me some picks to try, and I think we'll try some of these tonight. If we haven't already on the show, they're called what are they called? ATTAK picks? Is that what this is? We'll try those out. Hey, maybe we'll give one away. Maybe that'll be the giveaway tonight on the show. So anyway, you guys, there's just a kind of a quick little look around the studio here. So there you go, you guys. All right, let's go back to the show. You guys smash that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. All right, Johnny Beane TV.
Right on. Dude. Johnny Beane, thank you so much. Okay. That was just a little video. Shot that. I shot that literally like 20 minutes before we were starting the show. So it was just like an hour ago I did that. Let's see. So, thank you again to Bay Area Rich. We hung out yesterday. Actually, I have a photo. Hey, Guitar for a Cure. Hey, dude. Yeah, that was pre-recorded, what you just saw. Rich and I were hanging out yesterday for a little bit, and we took a selfie. Let me show you guys. There we are, right there. Hanging out in front of Starving Musician. San Jose, California. Right there. But Rich gave me these picks. It says they're called ATTAK PIK by Acoustic Attack. So that makes me think they're for acoustic guitars. I don't know. But they look like this. I was going to do a regular video with them, but I mean, we'll do this. ATTAK PIK. So it has a grip on it. So, like, the part that you hold is pretty sturdy, but then the tip is like thinner. It's like a different. Can you see that? James Z, I see you, man. Hey, Nick. What's up, man? Been away for a month. Missed all the broadcasts. Hey, welcome back, dude. Guitar for a Cure is here. Jeff Davidson is here. I see you guys. Lewis says, I made some guitar picks like that shape with an old credit card. That's cool, man. Yeah, I've got a couple different ones. That looks different. Oh, yeah, this shape is different. Slightly different shapes. Janice says, the ones I have are meant to make your 6-string sound like a 12-string, Johnny. Really? That sounds interesting. Rock Daddy's listening. Thanks, man. Thank you, guys. Stubby? Are these stubbies? They're not as heavy as a stubby. No power at the house, backstage recordings? Oh no. Happy belated birthday, Zeke. Who, me? Okay, so this isn't the official demo of this, or maybe it is. I don't know. The ATTAK pick. But for some reason, I mean, it says by acoustic ATTAK. So I don't know if that means you have to play an acoustic guitar with them. But just in case, I have one right here. We got the Taylor. Thank you again, Bay Area Rich. Taylor acoustic. This is the San Francisco Giants edition. Let's just kind of try the pick a little bit. Here, we'll do this. Thank you, Janice. So I'm using the ATTAK pick. They're just small. It's almost like I guess like a teardrop shape, right? Has a grip. And I apologize for my fingernails. My fingernails have been really bad because I finger pick a lot and they just get like shredded up. So I try not to, because generally when I play, like here's without a guitar pick. Right? I do a lot of this stuff. I do a lot of... But with the ATTAK pick, trying to get the right microphone angles for the acoustic, because there actually is a science to this, you guys. I took a class on this. You don't want it. See, a lot of people think when you play an acoustic, you want it right on the F hole. That's not necessarily the case. I can kind of hear the difference just through the headphones. I can kind of hear what I'm doing. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I don't know if you're supposed to be using these on acoustic guitar, but with a name like ATTAK PIK and by Acoustic Attack, that's what it sounds like to me. So that's why we got out the Taylor acoustic. San Francisco Giants edition. Thank you again, Bay Area Rich. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. So, hey, let's give one of these away. How are we going to do that, though? We don't have the laptop on. How should we do this? Did I reboot? Did I? I'm still here. Or would that close the shoe? What? Close the show? What? That was a video from earlier. That wasn't live. That was that video I showed earlier. That was from like an hour ago. Anyway. Here. Let's do this. Put this over here. Take a drink of our delicious 365 raspberry dragon fruit sparkling water. Mute the mic, though, because there's nothing worse than somebody going, blah. There we go. No, I didn't. Pick a number between 1 and 300. That's a good idea. Actually, okay, we can do that. Well, let's turn the laptop back on and we'll do that, okay? Let's do that. By the way, smash that thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up. Smash the subscribe. Ian's Guitar Shack. Giants still living in San Francisco? Are they? I don't know. I don't know if they are, but I still am. Right?
Thank you, first of all, very much for joining us. But now we've got Johnny. Hello, Johnny.
Hi, how are you?
Is that Johnny Beane?
Yes.
Hey, man, how are you?
Hey, good to see you, man. Been a while.
Are you still living in San Francisco?
Yep.
You guys know each other? You guys hang out?
I bet it. Yeah, it's funny.
What?
That was like 11 years ago or 12 years ago. That was a long time ago. And why is it I look younger now? Thank you, dude. Burt Relic, thank you so much for the Nightbot commands. Huh? Peggy wins? Peggy just automatically wins, huh? Lewis is saying your studio looks so bland back then. That was actually that was like my studio room. That was really like my first, when I first started doing these shows, was that. But that wasn't even my own show. That was a show called Huffington Post Live. That was their show. It wasn't even a YouTube show. It was just an internet show. And they contacted me saying, hey, you want to come on and ask Andy a question? So I did, and he didn't know I was going to be on there. And I'm like, hi. And he's like, is that Johnny? Like you just saw. So that was like actual, like him, like is that really Johnny sitting there? Here, I'll play it again while I get the Nightbot set up for the giveaway.
Thank you, first of all, very much for joining us. But now we've got Johnny. Hello, Johnny.
Hi, how are you?
Is that Johnny Beane?
Yes.
Hey, man, how are you?
Hey, good to see you, man. Been a while.
Are you still living in San Francisco?
Yep.
You guys know each other? You guys hang out?
I bet it. Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, so I like that. Like if you see, unfortunately, I can't pause that. Let me just play it real quick. I'll show you so you can see my background.
Thank you, first of all, very much for joining us. But now we've got Johnny. Hello, Johnny.
Hi, how are you?
There. So that my background there, it was just like the background of the room, and I had fixed it up for that show. Like I put the guitars back there, and if you look behind me, it's all Andy Summers stuff. It's like all the guitars that I have that are like his guitars and like photos and stuff. I got it all set up. So my room didn't actually look like that. Like I doctored it up for that. Now I have all different colors. Yep, that's right. And by the way, you can change those colors with a super chat. Help support the channel, support these shows with a super chat. That changes the color of the lights behind me. You know, right here, the lights behind the amplifiers, you can actually change those lights with a super chat. Like it doesn't change the lights over there, it doesn't change the lights there. It changes them here. But see, eventually what's going to be happening, and hang on, I have to burp. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Eventually what's going to happen is you'll be able to turn my lights on and off throughout the entire studio here. The viewer, you'll be able to activate like my lights, you'll be able to turn the lights on and off, you can turn my audio on and off. Very soon. I need to get that rolling, I think. We need to do that. Janice, send me an X reminding me to get the studio set up. Janice the intern. Thank you. What? If you paint my legs green, you can have whatever pants you want on yourself, and people could pay a super chat to change my pants style. Hey, that's a good idea. Wait a minute. Yeah, I would just go like this. And what shirt do you want me to wear? And then, boom, there it is. Right? Yeah, that's how that works. We'll have to do that. Actually, I used to wear green pants. I'm not joking. I wore green pants all the time. Okay, let's do this. Thank you, Janice. Get the studio set up. Thank you, Janice. I just got the X. Thank you. Yeah, there are Ned shirts. Look at the underneath the video here. You'll see a little shop. I think there's a Ned mug sitting there. How are we doing the giveaway? Random number? Okay, yes. Viewers, yes. What'd you say? Between 1 and 300? Should we do that? Oh, that's 3,000. Okay, we'll do that. Between 1 and 300. There we go. Viewer guesses. Okay, start guessing. Tom, what's up, dude? Start guessing. I'll try to share the screen if I can. Let's hurry up and try to do it before Peggy wins. Don't put me in a dress. What? All right, there's the guesses. All right, so if you're just tuning in, guess a number between 1 and 300, and that's for one of these guitar picks. Oh, wait a minute, somebody just won. Wait a minute, somebody just won. Michael. Michael just won already. Michael, you're the winner. Michael T. That was quick. I don't even know what you even... It looks like 215 was the number. All right, well, that was quick. Should we do one more? Let's do one more. Let's give 2 of these away. Because I didn't even get a chance to even Okay, wait, let's go back to Nightbot. Come here, Nightbot. Nightbot, come here. Okay. Michael, come on down. You're the winner. We're going to have another winner, because Peggy needs to win, too. Yeah, Peggy needs to win. And since Ron's not here... Okay, giveaways. Hang on. Let's do a slightly higher number. All right. We'll do a slightly higher number now. Okay. All right. Between 300 and 300. Between 1 and 301. Share screen. Let's hurry up. Somebody's going to win quick. Wait, we don't want to show everything. We just want to show this much. All right, start guessing. Between 1 and 301. Start guessing. You guys. Acoustic. ATTAK pick by Acoustic Attack. Interesting. Okay, you guys are guessing. Too high, too high, too low, too high, too high, too low. Wait, since Ron's not here, I should be acting the part of Ron. Okay, Johnny. Ian said 69. 69. Close. Okay, Ian. 69 is close. So you guys want to guess right around 69. Is it Martian? Martian Murray wins. Yes. This is the part of Ron's being played by Johnny tonight. All right. What do you say, Nightbot? Congratulations, Martian Murray. Is it Martian? Martian, you're the winner. So you get to win one of these too. You're welcome. Okay, so the winners tonight, it was Michael. Was it Michael T? And Martian M. You guys win. Text me 415-952-3263. Which of these do you want? Just say orange or gray when you guys text. Orange or gray. I will send either an orange one or a gray one out. And then Bay Area Rich is sending more of these. And we'll have much more to give away and try. They're pretty cool. I demoed them tonight. Keith H is saying 300. Keith, you're like 10 minutes behind on the video. Just saying. All right, smash that thumbs up, smash that subscribe, you guys. I'm going to get out of here. Guess what? We're going to come back tomorrow. We're going to do another show tomorrow. Same time, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. I just got a text that says orange. Right on. And let's put your names down just so I remember. Giveaway winners. Martian Murray, Michael Tagler, ATTAK Guitar Pick. And then who was it that texted me saying orange? I don't know. We'll figure that out. Gray. Somebody just messaged saying gray now. Okay. Okay. All right. Me. Okay, cool. Me orange. Okay. Okay. Michael Tagler, orange. Okay, I got the message. Okay, I'll send that stuff out tomorrow. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you so much. Smash that thumbs up on your way out. We got 30 thumbs ups. We'll see you guys. We'll do another show tomorrow. Okay. We'll talk more about some of the stuff. Friday, you guys. Friday. Where are we? The exclusively Van Halen, the Kramer few knew about. Part 2 in a 3-part series this Friday. Friday. So make sure to tune in. Okay. Thank you to our channel members. Thank you so much for your continued support for this show. Take the chat off there for a second so I can see it. There we go. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for your support for these shows. Love doing these shows. It's I'm like 10 years. Been doing these shows for like 10 years. You wouldn't know it, but it's true. You can go back on my channel 10 years and you'll see me sitting here. You'll see me in that room. That was 10 years ago. That was like 11 years ago. What year was that? That was because Andy Summers had a movie coming out, and that was the whole reason for that. And then that show sent me tickets to that movie. And our friend Mr. Mike, or Mike Wood, went with me to that movie. Keith H, that's okay, man. It's all good, dudes. All right. All right, we're out of here. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you guys tomorrow. All right. Thank you. Music Therapy Lives. Thank you for lurking. Happy birthday again. All right. And we'll see you guys tomorrow here on, what channel is this? Brad Gillis. Okay.
Get some guitars. Turn around. Here we go. Tell me when. Hey, this is Brad Gillis from Night Ranger, and you're checking out Johnny Beane.
Hey folks, Niels Lozauer here. Check out my good friend Johnny Beane TV.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
But let me do one more. Where is it?
We're good Facebook friends.
Okay. Wait, where is it though? The Johnny Beane TV.
It's YouTube, Facebook,
okay.
Twitter. It's everywhere.
Okay, let's do one more.
Okay. It's everywhere.
Hey folks, Niels Lozauer here. Check out Johnny Beane TV on Facebook and YouTube. You'll enjoy it.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, man.
Here's more.
You guys up. I appreciate you. Thanks for good spirit through all the years. Really appreciate you, man. Cheers. Hey guys, how are you?
Hi, I'm Johnny Beane.
Hello, Johnny.
I had you on my show several years ago.
Absolutely, good to see you.
Get a quick hello.
What's up, Johnny? There he is. Ba-da-da-da-da. No Shining references. Sorry.
There we go. Damn Show 2025.
Hey, we're still here. Good to see you. Thanks, Johnny.
Hey, this is Doug Aldrich, and you are watching Johnny Beane TV.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Doug.
Say when?
When?
Hey, I'm Gary Brower, and you're watching Johnny Beane TV.
Awesome.
Tell me when you're ready.
Ready.
Jared James Nichols here, and you're watching Johnny Beane TV. There we go. Hey, this is KDH, and you're watching Johnny Beane TV.
Okay.
Hey everybody, this is Glenn Fricker from Spectre Sound Studios, and you are watching Johnny Beane.
What?
Johnny Beane TV.
Johnny Beane TV. And what am I saying?
Hi, I'm Henning Pauley. You're watching Johnny Beane TV.
Hey, I'm Henning from HP42, and you're watching Johnny Beane TV.
This is Steve from Boston, and where you are. You're right there? So am I looking at the camera straight now? Where's the straight camera? Right there? Hi, I'm Steve from Boston, and you are watching Johnny Beane TV.
Beane TV.
Okay, you ready?
Ready.
Greetings, I'm Rob Chapman for Johnny Beane TV. Have an amazing day. Watch his videos, like and subscribe.
So you're watching Johnny Beane TV.
Johnny Beane TV?
Johnny Beane.
Bean, I see. Okay.
All right.
What's up? I'm Nita Strauss, hanging out here at the Ibanez booth at NAMM, and you're watching Johnny Beane TV.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching. Rico B, we just ended the show. Rewind it. Come back tomorrow. 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. We'll do another show. Click on another video on the screen here, and see you guys tomorrow. Talking Guitars, the online show and podcast. Mickey Suttlemeyer. Dude, I'll see you in Los Santos soon. All right. See you guys later. Smash that thumbs up. Bye-bye.